What's up, guys? It's DarkArmedDuelist, and today we just got a new card revealed for the 2025 Megatins. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out this new card. So first off, this card is going to be released in the 2025 Megatins, and I'm actually really excited about this because that's actually the Mad Hacker, meaning this could be Malice support. So let's go ahead and see what this card actually does. So first off, this card is actually a new spell card called Bot Herder, and let's go ahead and see what this card actually does. So first off, this card has the ability that is called Bot Herder, and it's a normal spell card that lets you target one monster that your opponent controls that is a face-up monster you own or a face-down defensition monster. And if that monster is no longer on the field or is a monster that you own, if face-down, reveal it to check, apply these effects in sequence. That you inflict 200 points of damage to your opponent and take control of all monsters that your opponent controls except that monster. Whoa! You just get to take control of everything? Are you kidding me? Except for that card? This card is not Malice support. This card is Mimighoul support. Wow! Okay, so now we have a new 3 of in Mimighoul, so they actually supported Ashen with the previous card, Queen of the Blazing Domain, and now we're getting another card that's supporting actually Mimighoul, which is crazy. This card is absolutely insane. You target a monster that your opponent controls. I have to reread this. You can target a monster that your opponent controls as a face-up monster that you own, basically a card that you handed to your opponent, just like the Mimighoul monsters do, or a face-down defensition monster, which the Mimighouls actually special summon themselves into face-down defensition on your opponent's side of the field. And if it's no longer on the field or is a monster that you own, if face-down, reveal it to check what it is, apply these effects in sequence, inflict 200 points of damage to your opponent, and just take control of all monsters that your opponent controls except that particular monster. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. So you basically just have a massive change of heart now that you just take control of every single monster that your opponent has. You hand them a Mimighoul monster, you activate your copy of Bot Herder, you basically check that monster that you just handed them. It can be any Mimighoul monster, and then you take control of every monster that they have, and then you go in for game. And when your Mimighoul monster gets flipped face up, you get control of it again, which is absolutely crazy. So all you have to do is like normal summon out a copy of Mimighoul Archfiend, target that monster, flip it up, and then you get control of it, which is absolutely crazy. This card is crazy good. This card is definitely going to be a 3 of inside Mimighoul. That is absolutely broken. I cannot believe they're giving us a massive monster reborn for Mimighoul, and that is so good. And they're even reprinting Mimighoul Throne right here, which is absolutely crazy. But I think we're probably going to get one more card, but I'm not sure what archetype it's actually going to support. If it's going to support Flame Swordsman, Odeon, or even an older TCG exclusive archetype, because they're following a theme here where they're actually giving us support for TCG exclusive archetypes, which is really neat. Could even be for Tistina, which would be really cool. Burning Abyss would be a really neat one. I'm not sure if they would give us a Burning Abyss card, but they definitely could give us a card for Tistina, which is a more recent TCG exclusive archetype, and it's really neat that they're actually making support for these archetypes in the form of basically cards that are going to be exclusively in the tins to begin with, and they're just broken. This is crazy. Queen of the Blazing Domain helps you with your copy of Vados when you hand it to your opponent, and this just takes control of everything. That is one of the most broken cards I've ever seen for an archetype, just to basically hand your opponent a Mimighoul, and you're like, hey, all your monsters are mine. Plus, it's searchable off Thrust. You can literally grab this card off of Thrust because you can use its ability to basically just, if your opponent activates a monster effect on their field, which you have your Mimighouls to activate on your opponent's side of the field, you hand them a Mimighoul, activate your copy of Thrust, and then once you do, you just grab this card, check that Mimighoul that you just handed them, and take control of every monster they have on the field. They literally have to negate this or they lose everything and you go in for game. This card is crazy good for Mimighoul. This might make Mimighoul like maybe at least a tier, like it's already a pretty good contender, but this might actually make it like a good tier 1 deck, because like it might need a little bit more, but it's already really consistent. But this card is going to make it absolutely crazy. So That's the end of this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely tell us what you guys think of this new card down in the comments down below. It's actually crazy good, and I'm really excited to see what Mimighoul does with it. At the very least, they're going to side this card, but I really think this card is going to get main because it's going to be a very cool card that your opponent's going to have to respond to. So, that's the end of this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and there's become part of the notification squad, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.